As I said, this is Bristol at its best. Honoring their own, honoring good people, honoring great athletes. I'm so proud and humbled to be part of this organization tonight. Thank you. I'm not done yet, though. You know, I thought I was going to be a little nervous up here, but with the reception I got coming in here tonight at the social event downstairs, and here with the people that I saw tonight, friends from the past, coaches from the past, I'm not nervous. Yeah, I'm a little nervous. But I'd like to congratulate my fellow classmates that are going into the hall with me tonight. Bobby Freemuth, a good friend of mine. We grew up together. The Tramps. I go to that dinner for the 30 years. They're great people. Julie Larice, Tommy Maloney. Great tradition. Mo Baker. I don't know if you remember me challenging you to an arm wrestling Monaco's after I saw you on Y Roller Sports, and they said, this guy's from Bristol, Connecticut, world champion, Mo. And Phil Lewis, great player, the best right-handed center fielder I've ever seen. Of course, the best lefty he's in the Hall of Fame also, and that's Duke Snyder. But Phil, you're right there, buddy. Bernie, great player for Bristol Eastern. I think I refereed a couple of your games. Outstanding. And you're still here after playing for Tony Floyd for all those years. Good for you. I'm missing somebody? I'm probably missing somebody. But there's a few reasons why I'm standing up here tonight. And I am standing for all those jokes. You know, I'm standing, I'm not on a platform, I'm standing. All 5'6" of me. And my family is number one. My parents, my dad, who was here tonight, it's probably as big a night for my dad as it is for me. Let's hear Joe Raponey. All my teammates call him Papa Joe. He was the first guy there with a handshake after every win, Twilight League, Senior League, all those games we played. And it's a sad thing that my mom's not here tonight. She died about 2.5 years ago. And my mom's from West Virginia, and her sisters are here tonight, Angie and Esther. And she always I used to go to her house every Saturday, and we used to have a coffee and watch the Mass on TV. Really, very religious lady. And she would read the paper before I got there, and every night, every Saturday, you know, Friday was always the Hall of Fame banquet, and she would read the paper, see the pictures, and she would say to me, Dave, when are you getting in the Hall of Fame? Well, I'm sure she's looking down on me tonight, and thank you, Ma. My brothers are here tonight also, Armin, Joe, Mike, and I'm happy to have them here. In fact, I'd like that whole table, my family, to stand up, my whole family. Stand up and give them a hand. You know, I've been playing sports in this town for almost 50 years. If you count 8 years old at McCabe Waters Little League, and you know, I'm 58 years old, and I'm still playing. But there's so many things, so many people to thank. I don't want to take too much time. You know, McCabe Waters Little League was a great Starting Point, all those local things that we did, Bristol Midget Football, Bristol Boys Club, the Park and Rec of Bristol, they did for me, and that's why I'm here today. Bristol Central High School had some outstanding coaches up there. My freshman baseball and football coach, Jack Carpenter, he's gone, but he was a great man. My baseball coach, Bill McCooley, he gave me an opportunity as a young player, as a sophomore. I mean, there was a junior ahead of me, but he put me in the lineup the first day, and I played every game at Bristol Central High School since that first game. And it culminated in a CCIL championship my senior year as captain of the team. And I'm so proud when I go up to Bristol Central High School and see that banner for the CCIL championship. You can clap because I'm changing notes here. and of course, I played a little football up there. I was the leading rusher, maybe a little embellishment there, but who else would have been the leading rusher? Me or Petey Holden, and he's not here. But Coach Redmond, I mean, we didn't win as much in football as we did in baseball, but I learned so many lessons from Coach Redmond. Of course, he's a Hall of Fame man, and I'm so proud to be associated with him. Bristol Legion, played 4 years of Legion ball. I played when I was 15 years old, which is, in those days, was almost unheard of. Coach Bates saw something in me, and he put me on that team. I was playing with people like David Sechon, Bobby Jones, Stevie Libby. I was this little guy just trying to make my way. And we went to the state final up in Waterbury, and there had to be 7,000 people at Municipal Stadium that final game. And I remember Bobby Jones saying, we lost that game, but Bobby Jones said the best team didn't win today, and he was right. That was probably one of the best Legion teams in the history of Legion baseball. Twilight League, we can skip Twilight League. There's nobody here. But we did have a run there from, I played 12 years in the Twilight League. I was the most valuable player in 1974. We won 3 championships. And a lot of those guys, some of those guys are here tonight, but really, I was about 34 years old. I thought I was all done playing baseball. And then senior baseball came, and for the last 20 years, been playing senior baseball with some of my best friends who are here today. They're at that table right over there. Stand up, boys. In 20 years, we won 13 championships in the state of Connecticut, and we won 2 national championships. Some of those pictures you saw up there are Connecticut. That was our team from Bristol winning the national championship in Phoenix, Arizona. And I'd like to thank the sponsors for that team, the Senior League. That was Greg Fredette. He sponsored us for about 10 years. Then we had the Bristol Phoenix, Bobby Fiandello, and the last 4 years, Paulie Silas from Continental Scrap. In closing, just let me say that Bristol is a great community with great heritage, great tradition, great people, and I'm just proud to be a member of the Bristol Sports Hall of Fame. Thank you very much.